Good afternoon, everyone. Marcy and I, we would like to welcome you for our presentation today. Our topic is the effects of autism on children's learning and the use of technology to help them. Firstly, we will introduce the topic, then we will define autism spectrum disorder or ASD and the three principal impairments that it causes. Following by the ASD effects on children's learning, we will talk about the positive effects, and then we will associate social learning theory with the negative effects. The fourth point is how technology can help ASD children. We will show examples of robots, and also in special jacket controlled by smartphone. And finally, we will do a conclusion. We hope that you enjoy. Now it is with you. Lou, bye everyone. Bye Wendy. See you soon.
Okay, now let's look these pictures and these people. What they have in common? They are very smart. They are famous. Some of them they had Nobel Prize, and also they have autism. And so when you look, they have autism, so this seems a good thing. But you see that's not as good as you imagine. And in the end of this presentation, you see how badly autism can affect on children's learning. And also I will see how robot can change this bad reality. Okay. Now, let's begin. What is autism spectrum disorder? Autism is not a single disorder, but a spectrum of close disorder that caused by impairment of communication, social interaction, easy imagination principle. According with many sources, 1% of all children have autism, but it's not everyone that is smart and have mathematical capacity. Just 10% of these children have Asperger's. That is this 10% of children that have high level of knowledge. And Hans Asperger in 1944, he put Asperger because he observed that some people with autism was very smart. However, according to the Diagnostic and Statistics Manual of Mental Disorder, 7 to 75% of these children is mentally retarded, and there is no cure for this illness. Now, let's talk about each impairment. Okay, the first impairment is social interaction. Children with autism, they don't understand another people's feeling. They avoid eye contact, and also they don't like that people touch them. The second is communication. They have difficult in non-verbal and verbal communication. They don't understand that sometimes people express their feeling by facial express. Sometimes they don't know what's and also they don't understand sometimes jokes, humor, and also they have poor vocabulary. According to the Center for Disease and Control and Prevention, 40% of the children with autism spectrum disorder do not talk at all. The last is imagination. Okay, children with autism, they like routine, they don't like change, and also they have sometimes very obsessions. They want there, they don't change. Also, they do not understand people's view. How this work? Simon Barrow-Cohen from University of Cambridge, he said that normal children, when see someone looking at a tree, they think, wow, what's happening in the tree? Why the people is looking at the tree? In contrast, people with children with autism, when they see someone look at the tree, they just think that they are looking at the tree because they are thinking about the tree. Okay. Now, let's see how this can affect. talk about the positive effects. If the children, normally they don't like social interaction. They don't care sometimes about other people feeling. And also they like routine, they don't like change. So consequently, when they grow up, they don't have many friends. They don't have friends to go party, to go out and drink, and so they focus and they study and work and have good results. But about the bad consequence or the negative effects, Albert I did a relation between soft learning theory and negative effects. Soft learning theory or self-efficacy theory, it was made from Albert Barunda in 1969 for his doctor in Department of Psychology in Stanford. And first of all, in 1961 he did the following experiment. He put a children's watching a adult agreed a Bobo doll. The adult starts and did a lot of bad things, and the children don't observe. And then the adult left the room. Then come the children. And these children, they did each children when they're girls, boys, by themselves. And then they come and did the same. They sing, and they still invent new way to aggress the doll and hit, and yeah. And with a lot of experimenting, Barundas have the hypothesis that the children that see the adult, they was more aggressive, and the children that didn't see, they was less aggressive, and they didn't invent any new ways to aggressively the Bobo doll. And in 1969, with more studies, he related 4 main points to social learning theory or self-efficacy. But what's self-efficacy? Self-efficacy is the people's belief about do something and be successful. The first point is that if people did a good job before, have good grades in math tests, for example, you have a big probability to believe that they can do better again. The second point is about experience, is about imitation. The children think if someone do, they can do. And also, us. Sometimes we think, someone did, I can do. Social persuasion, it's when your friends say, no, you can, come on, study, you can do this. Some people say sometimes you are bad, you cannot, sometimes you believe. And the last is about physiological states, it's about your humor. If you are in happy mood, you can do better your test, have more concentration, kind of this. But what the social learning theory have in relation with negative effects in autism, children's? The point, imitation. Since 1953, with Rivel in Provence, studies come showing that children with autism, they are very poor imitate. They don't imitate at all. And sometimes these imitations is worse than language skills. Another point is about friends. How people can influence. People can influence. However, people with autism, they don't like social interaction. And so they don't have many friends to help their beliefs. Another point is about the affective states. Like, also, like children with autism, they have less attention, sometimes depression and anxiety, stress, and don't feel sometimes interested to do anything. Okay, and how can we help these children? First, I already told about Robo, and this is a very good way to help the children. Studies have been showing that children that interact with robot, they can be better. They imitate, they have better communication, eye contact, and so on. Let's look at this video.
Try and follow my hands. Drum with one end and the other. Let's try and keep to a rhythm. I love drumming and rocking out with you. Let's begin your playing.
We found that the children respond to the robot in a very surprising way. I mean, I was personally, as a scientist, I'm not often surprised.
Leo, Cookie Monster is very bad. He's very bad, Leo. Cookie Monster is very, very bad. He's a scary monster who wants to get your cookies.
Okay. Now, another robot, sorry about the video. Okay. This is Kipon. He's Japanese invention, but he's made in China. He likes Brazilian music.
Really?
Okay. He also like Kipon and Infinite. He's from Carbold's project, and he works with kids in the first year of life. Also, Leonardo, as Crystal said, is from MIT, and all this the research and then results that she showed was made in autism children's. And when she said about the development, the interaction, the contact, is because children with autism they enjoy interacting with robots. Caspar is from K, the Aurora project that worked with these children since 1998, and have a few Caspar, and the project received donation to build more Caspar. Diego is from the University of San Diego, and he looks too much like us, and he studies from University National of Singapore. Showed that robots that look too like human didn't have good results as the robot like Kipon, Leonardo. Now he's from France, and he have 3 types of now, also with some more skills. For example, he danced Michael Jackson. He called by name, and he also say to people, Jack, do this. Very good job. He play, and he have very interesting skills. Okay. Another very interesting technology is a jacket, a special jacket. How this jacket can help children? As I said, children with autism